Hey guys, what's up? I'm just doing a quick video. Um, some updates. On Sundays, I'm gonna be doing a whip along, which your whip could be whatever work in progress you have, whether it's knitting, crochet, art, mixed media, tatting, weaving, spinning, whatever your little heart is working on, and you just want some company. I'm gonna be doing a whip along and Um, more than likely, it will be starting around 7 or 8 p.m. If you have suggestions for times, just let me know and we can figure out a time. But once I start gardening full blast, it will have to be later on like this versus doing it around 5 or 6 p.m. Um, but I won't be doing it on the fourth Sundays because that's when we do the fourth Sunday hops that um, Mary organizes for all of us. And so, yeah, so whatever mixed media and whatever work in progress, it doesn't matter. I just thought because I got a lot of stuff that I got to weave in ends on, so I just don't want to be by myself. I want some company. I also updated my Etsy shop. There should be a link in the description below. I added some, I put the hand spun back up there. I also added the little samples of hand spun with the sari silk embedded in, as well as some of it has stellina, which is like microfiber, a shiny microfiber of various colors embedded in it as well, just for samples that people might want a little bit to add to a project, felt to a project and whatever. And I have some roving up there that you can buy and dye, so you can dye your own colors for felting and stuff like that. So that's the admin stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did art wise, and then I'm gonna do the unboxing because it's gonna probably take longer. So today, this is from yesterday. This is from yesterday or last night. This is from the day before yesterday, and this is today. So today I have I had a blood pressure. I have a blood pressure log, and I'm supposed to be keeping until my next follow up appointment with my doctor in 3 months. But it was just this little piece of paper, and so I took and I made me a little cover for it, a little flowers. It's like watercolor, and um, is a little. I don't know if you can see the little reflection with some of the metallic pens and stuff. And I sewed in my little actual log. I sewed it in using some red mercerized cotton thread, and just so it wouldn't be so boring. So then this is what I was working on the 28th. I think I put the right date on it. And this is just where I was messing around with my Posca, trying to get the ink to flow because I was using that on this picture. It is what it is. I don't care because it's gonna get glued into my big sketchbook that I glue in a lot of my odds and ends. I was testing this paper from this sketchbook, and I wanted to see how it did. It is the Bellofy, Bellofy paper, and I like the paper. I was surprised. Like when I did the watercolor, it didn't warp or tear. But when I sprayed the paper with the fixative, that's when I sprayed it with the fixative, that's when it buckled, and that's when it soaked through. Before that, none of the watercolor had soaked through the page. But once I added the fixative, that's when the watercolor soaked through the page and it soaked over there. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I don't even have the comment thing up. Or if somebody said anything. So this will be getting glued and down into my book that I glue stuff in. And so yeah, this is ink. These emote pens that tear apart. So yeah. And then I did this lady because I was like, I really haven't sketched anything today, and I'm trying to keep my progress and momentum going. So I did this real quick last night before I went to bed, and so then at my second break, I embellished it by coloring in her glasses, giving her some lipstick, added some little bit of blue color to her hair, and like I said, it didn't soak through, but that Posca pen, the point is so sharp, it tore the paper. I mean, you can't really tell, but oh hey, how you doing? Love arts and craft. So, but I just did this real quick so I will get a sketch in, and it is funny. She's a creepy little lady, but I need to get my sketch in. So the other day, one of the people that I follow online, he uses a program called Drawpile, which is like a bunch of people can get together and draw on the same canvas. So I went onto his Drawpile on Sunday, and these are pictures of the two. I gotta clean either my printer needs a new drum, or I gotta clean off the printer because it's putting these lines on my papers now. But this is one of the pictures that I drew doing that stream, and I've never used my tablet before. Even when I had my big tablet, and my son, he ended up with for his art. I've never used it. I never really used it. I didn't like it, but I used it just so I can have fun and join in with them. And if I use it like a sketchy mode, I did better than trying to draw the lines. I couldn't find my rhythm with that pen. It feels very awkward to me. So what I'm gonna have to do is just keep practicing with it. But I just printed these out so you guys can see what I had worked on Sunday, and I'm gonna cut them out, and they're gonna go in the book too, since they're digital. And then I worked on this today on my first 15-minute break. Like I said, the blood pressure book. This is the log book right here, and it was so boring. So I decided to make a cover since we practiced making those mini books and stuff the other day. I know how to do that now. So these are the mini books I made from the hop on Sunday. These are the mini books. And so I decided to make a cover for my blood pressure log so it wouldn't be so boring. And so that's what this is. This is the cover for my blood pressure log. I just started what? Hi, Mina. That's like one of the, since 2003 when I was getting my bachelor's degree. The blood pressure that I did for the blood pressure log. I mean, it's the little log. That's just the log they gave me at the doctor's office that I have to keep. It's just these. It's so boring. It was just this little folded piece of paper, and I figured if I decorated this, I can even doodle on the edges of this paper when I'm bored. But I'll see this, like it's gonna be sitting right here in the morning when I come in here to go to work. It's the first thing I'm gonna see, and my blood pressure monitor, and because I check my blood pressure and sugar before I go to bed, so I leave these here. So I want it to be together. So when the first thing I see when I get in here in the morning before I work, I can go ahead and check my sugar. I can go ahead and check my blood pressure. I can go ahead and write it down. And so I want to do a small one like this because I don't like the one that they gave us for our blood sugar. It's just too much information on that page. So basically, I just want to put the day, the time I took my sugar reading, and how high it was. And then on the side, I can put if I had to give myself insulin before I ate, how many units of insulin I gave myself. So I'm just going to have to go into Excel and make my own chart for my diabetes. And then I'll do one for my diabetes. And I could actually sew them together. Like they can be signatures in a bigger project if I wanted to. But yeah. But this was just a lot of fun, just playing around with the watercolors and the metallic pens, and then playing around online with those guys. So this is the sketchbook that I'm working out of now, and so I can go ahead and get it finished so I can move on to another sketchbook. So that's my goal, is to finish this by the summer, by June, July. I want to finish this sketchbook. These I'm gonna glue these in. I'll probably do it online while I'm here because I'm not it's not like I have anything else busy to do. The grandbaby might come in while I'm doing this stream, so just bear with her craziness. All right, so this is the Earthworm Jim. Oh, you can't even get the whole thing on the screen. From Doug to Naple. I ordered this, God, I think last year. It was or was it like, yeah, it was last year, I think. And this is how his boxes come with cartoon designs on them, so you know exactly what's sitting on your porch when you come into the house. Look at Earthworm Jim. I played this video game way back in the day, and I think I have one of those. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now. If I hadn't said that, it just boom, boom, boom popped into my mind. But I have a thing where I can play a lot of those old games that's been ported into Windows, and it's a lot of fun. Those old games, me and my husband reliving our arcade youth. Because when we were in the military, you were bored. You got bored a lot, and then we go down to the arcade and play Mortal Kombat and play other games. Those of us who were trying to stay out of trouble anyway, and so we had a Sega Genesis, we had all that stuff, but a lot of our games and stuff was stolen when we moved to California. Whoever the people that stored our stuff for the military, a lot of people's stuff got stolen that year. So we lost all of our games that we had been saving and playing. They stole our consoles, the Sega Genesis, our Super Nintendo, our Atari, all our old stuff. They stole it, and yeah. So let's see if I can. When you open it up, there we go. Look at that. You got a patch right here, and he sent a nice little thank you note, and it has a list of everything that should be inside of your show off your order by making a great unboxing video and post it with Earthworm Jim 2 unboxing in the title. I don't have Earthworm Jim 1, so I got to try and get Earthworm Jim 1. And so you should have the Evil the Cat cloth patch, which is right here. You should have the 8-page Evil the Cat comic, that's right here. 24-page Bigfoot Bill 3 comic, which is behind it. 4 different stickers, a cloth patch, a 9x12 black and white print. If anything missing, then you contact Chris. So, all right, girl. And so I gotta edit my title. So let's look at these stickers. So, okay. Oh, don't stick with that. All right. Where's my evil patch? Here's my sticker. 1, Earthworm Jim. 2, it's a pencil sketch of Earthworm Jim. It might be marker. It looks like a pencil sketch, but it could be marker. Oh, black and white. The weasel. And this is the bee wasp girl with her little gun. And then this is a cat. It's another patch. All right, so I don't want those to get lost in case little Miss Grabby Hand shows up and tries to grab hold of stuff. I'm going to put those back in this plastic bag. All right, isn't that artwork so cute? Oh my God, just totally so cute. And there, I think Dee Dee has the first one, the first book, and then this is the print. Look at that, beautiful. I gotta get a frame for that, or leave it in its pure form. And so that's Bigfoot Build 3, the comic. Oh. And then this is They Call Him Evil, the comic for that. All right, so I'm gonna seal this back up. I'm gonna have to do it again when my husband gets home. He's gonna want to see it. He's been waiting for me to open this box. And so then this is the oh, so I did get one. I did get the deluxe. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so this is the.
It's a lot of pressure being this cold.
Oh, shut up, Google. Nobody said anything to you. All right, so this is the first one right here, and Jesus, this is reminds me of my World of Warcraft books. They're just not hardcover, and well worth the wait. And look at the back cover too, like both the front and the back cover, and he's signed it. All right. Okay. Beautiful. It's embossed, and look at it. Can you see the shimmery shininess, the metallics? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at that inside cover. It is a sticker and a little crayon. Oh, it's a cutout. It's a cutout. That is so cute. Oh, that is so cute. And the writing is like, you can feel the texture of the writing on this page. Isn't that cute? So this is the first book, which a lot of people have already seen these books. But I wanted to, since I missed out on the first, my brain's gone. I'm getting my coat shot tomorrow. I'm a little worried. But So I'm having like serious brain fog today, just thinking about that stuff. But it's the backstory and all that. Look at this. Gorgeous book. I have to sit, and everything's in color. So I have to sit with my husband. We're gonna have to sit there and go through this together and just reminisce. Oh, and it's got that new book smell like we used to when you were a kid at the library, and the library got the new books, or they were having a book fair and you wanted to sniff the new books. Oh man, so happy with this. So happy with it. You can see it. Plastic tourist. Might not be able to get it back in there, so I'm gonna have to put my own plastic on it. Probably find my own plastic. Yeah. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. There we go. Okay. I'll just slide a piece of paper in there and then put a piece of tape over where that tear is at. We're going to have to doctor this up. Gonna have to doctor it up right now. Yeah. Or it'll be bugging me for the rest of the day. Let's leave a piece of paper. I'll sacrifice a sheet of my precious bamboo paper. I can get it in there. Okay. So I'll put my bamboo paper up here. And now I need to find my tape. This will bug me to the end of time if I don't fix it now. Okay. There. If it sticks to anything, it'll stick to the bamboo paper. But it's protected. Properly protected. All right. So that was the book one. I'm putting it back in the box. Oh, and it's gilded too. The edges are gilded. Look at that. The edges on both books are gilded. So this is the second book. Okay. Fold that back. So this is book 1 and 2. So I don't know if he started the Kickstarter for the third book yet. I need to go to his site and check and see. So here's the second. Look at that. And the covers are a lot more vibrant than how, to me, how they're showing up on screen. The cover is a lot more vibrant than what's showing up. And you can actually watch him if you follow him. You can watch him as he's drawing pages for these books. Fight the fish. Looks like a big goldfish with teeth. But that's cute. Love it. Love it. These graphics, these color, I mean, it just, uh. This makes me think of the old school comics, like when we were growing up, how the colors were and everything, and those before they started watering down everything. The ones that were printed in color, or when you got your special edition that was all in color. Hmm. I'm not going to show y'all the whole book. You have to get your own. But I'm just saying these are incredible. And if he still has any of these hardcovers available, you are getting a quality piece of comic history to add to your collection. I mean, look at the detail and the care. Oh, and smell that new book smell. Oh, smells so good. I love that the edges are gilded. I mean, you can't even hardly find a Bible now that doesn't cost you $70 or $80 just with gilded edges on the pages. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Hey, Janet. So yeah. So if you didn't get these books, if you're a comic book collector or you have a comic book collector in your life, I would suggest that this would be a gift for them, an early Christmas present. Go to Doug Naples' YouTube channel. I end up putting a link in my description box, and then go over to his not Indiegogo, what's that? GoFundMe, and see if you can copy these books before they're sold out. I'm pretty sure once they're sold out, people will probably be posting these things for like $500 or $600 or more on eBay because they are collector's items. It's always best to get in on get the books while they're cheap during the GoFundMe. Because there are people who probably bought a bunch of these books just so they could wait a year or two and then start selling them one here and one there on eBay. But his quality in his books is very good. So there is no buyer's remorse here. All right, so I'm gonna pack everything back up. Just knock my sponge into my water jar. There we go. And my print and my stickers. Yeah, seriously, awesome, 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 awesome. And then it would go with all my other comic book paraphernalia up in the top of the closet, never to be seen or touched by anyone. Only taken out on like birthdays and Christmas. Oh wow, this is so awesome. So awesome. Awesome. So what are we gonna do now, guys? Now that I've done my unboxing. Did Janet, you miss the beginning of the video? Did you miss the beginning of the video when I was showing what I have been working on? And my idea. Excuse my gray hair. Let's see if I can get my desk resituated. Since I needed room for that. Close your eyes, you don't get dizzy. There we go. All right, it stopped moving. So on Sundays, I want to do like about an hour. Just sit and whatever project you want to work on, whatever whip you have, just sit and work on it for about an hour. And just so I won't be by myself, I got a bunch of hats that I made for charity that I got to weave in the ends on. So Sundays are my best days for that, because starting this Saturday, I will be outside most of the day in my garden because I work full time and then I watch my grandbaby a lot. So I won't be able to do a lot during the week or Saturday unless it's raining. If it's raining, then I can get online for stuff like that. But this I did last night so I could get a sketch in for the day. It's not a person that anybody knows. It's just something I just doodle. I call it doodles. I don't know these people. It's just a face. It's just a face. And then like this, I drew the head first, and then I was just messing around, and I did the cobra body, and yeah, that's how doodles do. So this is the blood pressure log. I don't know, is Janet still here? And so this is the log that my doctor gave me to write down my blood pressures in. And it was just this little boring folded sheet of paper. And I was like, I ain't gonna want to open that and look for that thing. But if it had an interesting cover, that something that would catch my attention, then I'll pick it up every morning and look at it. So I made this little spring. Is it gonna focus? Are you gonna focus, camera? Are you gonna focus? Maybe not. Okay. So I made this little spring cover and sewed it on using some techniques that I learned last night doing Mary's Hop onto the little card. And I can also doodle on this cover here. I could doodle on the edges as well, the back cover. And the paper that I'm using is a mixed media paper from a company called Bellofy, Bellofy. And it did really well. It didn't buckle until I sprayed the fixative on it. When I sprayed when I sprayed the fixative on it, that's when it buckled, and that's when the color seeped through to the back side. The fixative did that, not the actual watercolor. Go figure. But now I have my little log, and I've had several people on Instagram tell me that, wow, that's a good idea, and they're going to make their own little log book for their blood pressures to try and remind themselves to keep track of their blood pressure. Because this would be something that I actually like, oh, I got my little log book. Let me write it down. Versus this paper the doctor gave me, I would have just ignored it. But what I want to do is at night when I want to have this sitting on my desk with my blood pressure machine and my glucose meter, and just sit those up there. And so this is the first thing I see when I come in here to start working to start work. I'll say, okay, I need to check my blood pressure. I need to check my blood sugar. After I check those then and write them down, then I can eat as I'm getting ready to log into the computer for my work day. So yeah. So like this little guy, my husband said it looks like ET. It's a turtle. He I was in a online drawing board, like multiple people can draw on the same canvas, like a drawing canvas program called Drawpile. And so I've never used my tablet, so I wanted to. I got to learn how to use the pen and stuff better. And so that's what I was doing, trying to use the pen to draw with. And so then I did this guy. He was the actual host of the drawing thing, and yeah, I it's it's so different trying to hold on to that pen and draw versus using a pen, a pencil, or a brush. It's just such a different texture, and the buttons on the pen kept getting on my nerves. I kept pressing the button on the pen, so it's a big learning curve for me. What if my granddaughter took the pen because I don't see it? I tell you, that little girl, she got the hands of an octopus, man. She is sticky little fingers too. She gets hold of everything. So since I have you guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and glue those down before I leave into my book, my blue book. Can you hear me? The mic. Can you hear me now? The mic went out. So I am going to glue this stuff down if I can find my freaking glue stick. I swear. I'm gonna rename that child Dr. Octopus if I wouldn't get sued by Marvel. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. So we're gonna cut these with what was Sunday's date? Um, what was Sunday's date? Today's the 29th, so no, today's the 30th. So Sunday was the 28th. 28th. Okay. So 3. I'm gonna put the dates on these. All right. Cut these out some. I end up taking my printer apart tonight after the baby goes with her mama and daddy. I could take it apart and clean off the transfer glass and stuff. Maybe that'll get rid of those lines. All right. That's one down. And then this is 2. Okay. And see, you're gonna have to go in sideways, buddy. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? How are you doing? How is that Felton coming along? I'm just gonna reinforce this glue with a little bit of the tacky glue. All right. Okay, Turtle Man, in the book you go. Cookie Cutter Thursdays. I've been gaming a lot, so yeah, trying to get my warrior to level 60 before the Burning Crusades patch comes around again. So I'm trying to get this stuff that I drew. I really need to stop drawing on scrap pieces of paper and just stick to my sketchbooks and stuff. And I wouldn't have to, but this I had no choice because it was a digital piece to print it out. But I need to stop doing it. I really do. Then I won't have to be gluing pages down, pages stuff in the books. It will already be in the book. But hey. All right. Okay. There you go. All right, sweet. And our snake lady. And then we got our creepy lady. Creepy lady. Snake lady and creepy lady. Yeah, both of y'all can fit in here. I think the G Monster's about to come up in here.
Did you order a whole bunch of stuff?
Huh?
Did you order a whole bunch of stuff?
Food? Yeah. Get it.
It's service.
You already bought it? There's meat in there. You put the meat in the refrigerator. You got some lamb chops and lamb and stuff. And get your daddy to grill that stuff. I forgot all about my Amazon food delivery. So, have you guys already got your COVID shots? If so, how did you do? I was watching the hot video that we did on Sunday, and I had paint all up under my fingernails, and I was like, oh my God. I guess that's the downsides of dealing with paint and stuff all the time is you find paint everywhere. I wasn't even thinking about it, you know. It's like I had been painting earlier, and it was just everywhere up under my fingernails. And I was like, I hope this stuff comes out. Because it's acrylic. My daughter's acrylic paints. I've been playing around with them. I didn't want to risk So this stuff is bleeding, but it'll be okay. All right, I'm gonna put you just like that. There you go. And now you're in the book. I guess I got lucky because these glue sticks don't have a scent. To me, they don't have a scent. All right. So let these sit open and dry. And Turtle Man's dry. And I can always go back if I get more into mixed media, and I can always go back and paint on the pages and do all other kinds of weird stuff, huh? All right, guys, that is pretty much my stream. I wanted to do the unboxing, glue those things down, and tell you guys about the Sunday whip along, work in progress along, that I want to start doing so I won't be by myself while I'm trying to sew in all the ends on all these hats that I made. And yeah, girl, Janet, I have seen you work. You just dip your hands into everything. And I sit there cringe when you be working with them rusty nails and stuff. I be sitting there like, please don't cut yourself. Please don't cut yourself. I'm like, that is one brave woman. Because the way where I grew up out in the country, where we didn't try to go to the doctor that much unless we didn't have to. If we stepped on a rusty nail, they would have us dip our foot in kerosene. They would dip our foot in kerosene, and they would squeeze and force make it bleed. Keep it bleeding. Keep squeezing, and your foot would be so bruised and sore. But we never got tetanus. Oh, we never got tetanus. So, and never went to the emergency room and never got tetanus. If you cut your foot on glass, because in the country ain't no telling when you might walk across some glass. There were old burn piles might have glass in them that will end up growed over with grass and glass in it growed over with glass, and you didn't know where it had been there. And when you little kids, you just running around playing, having fun. I look back at it now, and it's a miracle that we survived our childhood. We used to climb on top of our grandma's little shed that she kept all her like her sewing machines and extra yarn, like fiber, not yarn, but she would have some fiber in there, like for batting, for quilting and stuff. She would have all kinds of old clothes in there that she would cut up to make quilts and to make like little patchwork skirts and stuff. And we're lucky we didn't get bit by snakes crawling around in there. We're lucky we didn't get bit by black widow spiders, because as an adult, when you go in there, you look and yeah. And you look in there as an adult and you see all these spiders, and you see the black widow spiders, and you see the brown recluse on a glue traps, and then you see all that, and it's like it is a miracle we survived our childhoods. And then don't even get me started on the freaking snakes, man. Oh my God. Yeah, all summer long, barefoot, running around barefoot, railroad tracks. Yes, it's a miracle we didn't get popped by a moccasin, get popped by a rattlesnake or copperhead. The ones that most prevalent where I came from are the copperhead. And yeah. Now we wouldn't mess with a king snake, because there've been many times we saw a big old king snake in the process of eating another snake. So yeah, but those the copperheads, the water moccasins, those were the two most venomous snakes that were more prevalent where I'm from in North Carolina. But they do have the occasional diamondback rattlesnake that would show up, but it wasn't like, like dealing with the copperheads. The copperheads, like during the summertime, at least once a day you see one going across the road. Just right in front of the house, you see one going across the road. When we got up in the morning to get ready to go to school or something, when you walk down the dirt road, you see all these snake trails where they were hunting at night. And you see all the snake trails where you can see the rats, where the rat trails, where the rats or the rabbits would run across the dirt road, and then you would see the snake trails too. And it was like, oh wow. So that's why my grandmother always said, like at nighttime, make sure you got some shoes on. Don't be out there at night with no shoes, not with no shoes on, because you might step on one of them snakes. At least you got some shoes on. Chances are he'll bite through your shoe, but he won't get you. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to do a little short unboxing and sharing. Yeah, isn't it, Miss Barry? I hear him. All right, I'm getting ready to watch my little grand monster. So it's probably her nap time. So y'all take care. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, which should probably be what? Who knows? I'll just pop on when I pop on. If you see me pop on, you come over and hang out with me.